Here we have Jesus teaching, and one of the ways that he loved to teach was by using parables. What is parable? You see a word coming out of that parallel, two lines drawn equally, the same length, but never meeting. That's the whole notion of parable. Taking earthly illustrations, one line, and making heavenly messages or punchline. Earthly examples with a heavenly meaning. Is that marvelous? He's such a genius. Taking everyday situation and using it so that when he gets through, your life will never be the same again. Well, here's an example. It's in the 16th chapter, and he's talking about stewardship. Stewardship. A steward. Who is a steward? One who is in charge of the affairs of a household. An economist. One who runs the joint. One who pays the bill. One who manages the supply. One who keeps the receipts. One who keeps the books. Can't have no lying, stealing, no count. See? Can't have no hustler, jive turkey. See? Steward. Got to be straight in order to be a steward. And you must be a person who is trustworthy. Stewardship and trustworthiness go together. You must be able to turn your back and know that when you come back, things are in order. Know that you can turn over your checkbook, turn over the keys to your car, turn over the keys to your house, and when you come back, everything is in order. Stewardship. Lord have mercy. I know I'm not going to get no help tonight, but I tell you, I love it. You cannot be someone who is prone to embezzlement, dishonesty, cheating. Ask Enron. Go up to the brothers from Enron. See, somebody doing something. Can't find out yet, but somebody doing something. Something going on. Stewardship. Stewardship means that the master can go on a long trip like Potiphar. Those days, Potiphar would go away not for 2 months, for a year or two, and turn his house over to a young man by the name of Joseph. This young man ran the house, managed the servants, kept the supply together, made sure that when the master came back, everything was in place, and he was a profitable servant. That's why we have to have stewardship in the house. Stewardship of your talent, stewardship of your time, stewardship of your resources. Just stewardship. Loyalty, trustworthiness, accountability, and responsibility. Now, accountability, responsibility means I give you an assignment, and then you take responsibility. You own it. I am responsible to stand here and hold this handkerchief for a half an hour. That's my responsibility. And the master's responsibility is to get an account. How long did you hold the handkerchief? What hand did you hold the handkerchief in? Where did you stand when you hold the handkerchief? And that's the thing that the church doesn't like to deal with, especially in the church. You have to give an account on your job. Well, I can't say that, because that's why some people get fired, because they don't hold up to their responsibility, and they don't have accountability. You come in 9 o'clock one morning, then 9:15 the next morning, then your grandmother died on Wednesday, and next week your next grandmother died on Thursday, and then next month another grandmother. You have so many grandmothers, we don't know what we talking about. So we have done such sloppy job, especially in this economy. So many people, even in the church, they misrepresent God in terms of their stewardship on their job. So you know when you come to church, you know we're going to have sloppy stewardship. Churches are suffering, Not because we don't have beautiful buildings. Not because we don't have great, dynamic, powerful, charismatic preaching. Not because we don't have high-tech equipment, great praise leaders and praise dancers. My God, everything we need to have a church service, to run a church, we have it. But the thing that we are missing is stewardship. Stewardship. Got a lot of titles, but no stewardship. Got all kind of colored shirts, but no stewardship. Got crosses pasted all over our chest, but no stewardship. Got little stuff on top of our head, but no stewardship. Oh, come on here. This is why the church is not making an impact on the world, because we're sloppy. But the devil is a liar tonight. God is going to get it together in our lives. Come on and put your hands together. I need somebody to help me up here. Come on and let me hear you praise it. Stewardship. 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 It works. There is no magic in this Christian walk. And if we're telling you that, we're lying to you. There's no wiggling your nose like Samantha and things happen. No, no. Even if you're a tarot card reader, come on here. That doesn't work when it comes to the church. The order of things. God moves in order. God blesses order. God blesses things when it's right. He doesn't bless slop. He doesn't bless mess. Dress it up all you want to. But God is faithful God. The Bible said every morning that we wake up, new mercies we see. He's a God of order. The sun to rule by day and the moon to rule by night. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And if he wants, or if he is order, then he wants order. Come on and put your hands together. I want you to say stewardship. Stewardship. Pastors having pains in chest, losing weight, gaining weight, insomnia, homes almost broken up because they're trying to run the church alone because we don't have people who practice stewardship. And then flip the coin over. Church, but the pastor has no stewardship. I'm gonna leave that alone, so go on. The Bible said, Jesus is painting this picture, and I'm just going to go through it very quickly. And the picture is about a rich man who has a house, and he has a steward. He must be rich because he needs somebody to run it for him. And so let's just say that the church needs people in strategic places. Bishops and pastors are not to do everything. They're not to visit the sick. They're not to go by and go to the prison. That's what people in the church, in the pew, ought to do. That's your divine calling. That's your anointing right there. That's your anointing. That's your certificate. That's your ordination. See? Visit the sick right there. Visit the sick. Go see about Sister So-and-so who has not been in church for a couple of Sundays. You don't need no special service for that. We don't have to have a little anointing up here for that. Just do what you're supposed to do. Just go and visit the sick. Take care of your neighbor. We need the gifts in the church. Gifts of administration. Gifts of healing. All those gifts mentioned in 1 Corinthians 12. But even if you have the gift, if you are not using the gift, that's when the church is in trouble. This man has a house and he needs help. The church needs help. And so he turns the stewardship over into the hands of the steward. But the steward was devious, dishonest, sloppy, no count, undermining, doing things that are not righteous. I ain't talking about speaking in tongues now. I'm talking about righteous. I ain't talking about dance all night. I'm talking about righteous. I'm talking about quickening and feeling good and having church. I'm talking about righteous. Lord have mercy. Oh, I know I got me a train. I ain't going to get no help. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, the church is in trouble because we have unrighteous people in offices. Unrighteous.